players.
Are you dissing Lizard here? Tsunami? That's not nice. Just because he never won a TI.
I never said that Lizard's perfectly capable of being savage. He's just too nice to do it. He has the credibility to do so, though.
I mean, I don't know. I just blend in with the crew.
Sure.
With the people.
That's why you're here with the English-speaking talent.
Yep, that's it.
Too nice to be on the...
We haven't identified the imposter quite yet.
Yeah. All right, so what are we looking for in this third game? Because the reason we got to a third game is because Virtus Pro seemed, for all intents and purposes, to have found their footing in the game, like found actually their momentum, perhaps. I mention that word even. Quincy crew, they have looked solid in the first game. They've looked solid throughout the groups already. Struggled a little bit in this second game, Lizard. But what do you want to see here in game 3?
Different drafts already, different bands. Quincy crew with the 1-2 of Timber and Oracle. Virtus Pro with actually an Alchemist banned out. Now, Mars is in the pool, something that Quincy crew has banned out in the first stage almost every single time.
Yeah.
So it's opened for Virtus Pro. They could go even a Mars Phoenix, but again, that profit is there. And the issue, however, is, okay, you go with that profit, but I really think that you need to snatch that Abaddon afterwards. That's another hero that enables that profit in a way that Oracle does. And maybe Quincy crew, I'm sure they studied this, but if you're banning Oracle, the team usually just picks Abaddon, and they're in a pretty good spot once again.
With the Alchemist ban, the Void Spirit is still in the pool, yeah.
And the Void Spirit and the Puck.
And the Puck. So they go for the Phoenix first because they know they can get one of those two either way.
Mars or Puck, both of them work so well with the Phoenix.
I thought we saw Mars Phoenix figured out by just buying BKBs.
It has fallen off a bit, or just picking Juggernaut also is a pretty good answer.
Well, that would also do, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit solved. I don't think that they need to go for Mars first phase, even though it was targeted ban toward them. Like Lizard said, actually, I think the Abaddon. I'm actually surprised that Quincy didn't take their own Abaddon out of VP. I don't know if Kingslayer's I don't know if Kingslayer's played it that much, so maybe it's not a high priority. But I'm with you that
there's a lot of high priority heroes right now. That's so funky about the state of the meta after the group stage and the wildcards, because there isn't a team that's super confident in what their Chinese teams apart. All the rest aren't that confident in their drafts, so they're adjusting every day to what they see. And let's see, they go with the Lion instead. Okay, that's confidence, right? They played this Lion multiple times.
Yeah.
Confidence and comfort as well.
It's kind of alright. Not a lot of synergy with the DP. It's decent to take it away from Quincy crew as well. The Cat versus Phoenix is decent, but it's not really a hero that attacks the egg. It has its purposes. Let's put it that way. And you're not really giving away way too much at the moment.
Do want to say then that it's I mean, they don't really have a very big record, but a 0% win rate in the hands of VP, and they picked it all 3 games that they lost.
0%.
Big sample size.
0%.
Out of hundreds of games.
Yes, hundreds.
Okay, Quincy with the Void Spirit. Bold, because Lion is already picked. A hero that's not only Lion, but that Prophet as well. Right, Stu?
Yeah, but with VP banning it so frequently, I think Quincy crew, there's no way we're going to get in our second phase. And if VP don't ban out the Abaddon, then now you have a purge to get rid of Lion's crowd control and the silence from Death Prophet.
Yep. That's a very good point, because even though Abaddon is really good with that Prophet, it's really strong versus DP plus Lion, because you can get rid of the silence, the stanzas, the hexes, the everythingses. Would be pretty solid on Quincy crew.
LOA, that's probably his most played hero so far throughout this tournament.
Which one?
Abaddon?
No.
Oh, really?
No, I think Death Prophet's got to be it. Phoenix, Death Prophet and Phoenix. Abaddon,
They played it a bit though, right?
Once.
What?
A bit.
That doesn't sound right.
They played it against.
Medusa,
they played it against an Alliance series.
Oh man, that's the one that I'm thinking of. Oh no, I just assumed that there would be more.
And I will tell you, because they haven't played before today, right? They came into the lower bracket. This is their first playoff series.
I'm talking about Quincy crew.
Yes, so this is their first playoff series, right?
Oh, playoff series, yeah.
Yeah, so Death Prophet, Phoenix, Death Prophet, Enigma, Phoenix, Enigma, Abaddon, Warlock,
some Oracle as well.
Death Prophet, Enchantress, Oracle.
Yeah.
That's all.
This time around, of course, they could play Phoenix on 4 or 3 as well, easily. I don't like it on 3 anymore, but yeah, 4 or 5 most likely. And they've just been
and the
out.
first game of the series, of course, today.
Aha, 2.
Aha!
Two, there you go.
I knew it. That's literally 100% more than you told me,
There you
Shaver.
go. All right, so what we got banned, we got Beastmaster and Tusk removed, and the Juggernaut as well. Juggernaut could be pointing towards that Mars, as we were saying. Keep saying it's a good hero against that.
Versus the egg as well, right?
As well,
Like
yeah.
Just a very good hero versus Phoenix. You get rid of the Morphling next.
They already did.
Yeah. That's what they did, but very interesting. Why?
Oh, yeah.
The, Virtus Pro did play it on GPK before, but most likely this is GPK Dead Prophet. It's a solid hero overall. We don't see it very often, however, and the win rate, I believe, isn't that high. I haven't seen too many Morphling picks so far.
I guess it would be...
It's banned a lot, though.
It would be good against Monkey King if Quincy want to pick up Monkey King. Because VP haven't really targeted carry heroes too much. The Beastmaster, the Tusk, the Enigma, Yawar kind of has a lot of room to work with.
Yeah, a lot of heroes that are still in the pool. Even Terrorblade that he played. Medusa that they played with Phoenix as well.
Do you guys see one trend in the bans of VP at all, like in this second phase? The Beastmaster, the Tusk, the Enigma, is there one thing specific that they're trying to avoid?
They're banning out Lelis quite a bit. They're banning out heroes that they played before with the Phoenix. And heroes that make you suffer on the safe lane as a carry, pretty much. But nothing in particular. It's not like they banned an AA, okay, they're picking Morphling or Alchemist or something similar. It's just comfort zone bans. What's Quincy crew gonna ban next, though?
Yeah, I mean, they can continue targeting the carry pool.
Yeah.
And
Troll, Ursa, all these heroes that are good versus the
Troll,
egg.
yeah, actually, I would be down for a Troll ban. I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Not too many picks so far from Virtus Pro that I've seen recently with the Troll, but it would be a good ban, decent hero for them.
I mean, again, they only have a couple of games
Yeah,
played.
I'm talking about DPC League as well
okay,
a little bit.
Yeah. Troll wasn't that of a hot deal then.
Yeah.
It was what, a month ago?
Yeah, but it's so funny because in the Chinese league, Troll was all the rage.
Okay.
Like you first pick it or you ban it.
Dude, the Chinese carries are emerging. I could also see Phantom Lancer being pretty good here, and that was also mostly ignored in other regions.
It is also a hero that Yawar has played earlier in the group stage.
Yeah.
The problem, a lot of these carries don't deal well with DP. Like that's one of the reasons why the hero is so strong. Later on, you itemize so well against them. Razorband, it's Troll. I would assume for Quincy crew at least. If they don't snatch it, I believe Virtus Pro might, because it's pretty decent versus both of these heroes. Solid carry.
Any reason why Troll over Monkey King? Razor's good against both, but...
I mean, the matchup itself isn't that bad for a Troll. But, okay, they go with LOA first.
So now you have a solution to help out Quinn's Void Spirit. Get all these silences and stuns off.
Abaddon was on a really high priority. We even talked like 3-4 minutes ago about him.
I thought he could have been first phased.
We know that LOA plays Abaddon, but we also know that he plays Phoenix. I know Paulson has played Phoenix as well, but is there a chance they can be a little bit flexible with either of those two, or more specifically with Abaddon, I guess in this case?
I don't think it's likely. I'm thinking Paulus and Phoenix.
And the Troll
Good
instantly
call.
after. I'm actually quite surprised that Virtus Pro didn't read that and pick it themselves, because, I mean, who's going to ban?
Clearly Undying is a higher priority.
Why is Undying a higher priority? Because you're going to get countered, but the biggest counter to the hero is already out, so maybe they have a plan. Maybe they wanted Quincy crew to pick that Troll, but...
I hope for them they have a plan.
They're going off the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
Once again, we're back to April 1st. They let Wisp go in that first series. It didn't go too well.
Surprise.
Undying.
Got him.
They probably have something planned out here. There aren't too many cores that deal really well with the Troll at the moment.
No.
Okay. It's decent.
I prefer Troll in this matchup. I would pick Troll into Wraith King.
I mean, it depends on your power spikes, how well your teammates play, really. Like, there are some games in which carry is like, okay, I just showed up, and if my team is stronger, we just win. If my team was losing for 15 minutes, I don't really matter.
Yeah.
I feel that Wraith King fits that role sometimes, because it takes a while for you to get that Radiance.
Undying, though. Can you guys talk to me about why Undying? Just why?
There was a previous Undying pick. I'm trying to remember if it was played
Maybe
in a
Gambit?
It was
Island.
played against a Wraith King. It was played earlier today, I think. Was it not? I think it lost, and I think it wasn't a tri lane.
Yeah, that's the only justification I could think of.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the hero at the moment. He still has the same weaknesses in which he's extremely strong in the laning stage and then falls off afterwards. Soul Rip is nice. Totem is obviously nice later on. It doesn't give you a hero that can deal with Yegg, and that's probably a problem for Virtus Pro at the moment.
Yeah, no, the Virtus Pro lost to an Undying yesterday.
Ah.
So they saw the Y Undying. It was an Undying troll lane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's a very difficult lane to deal with. Undying Troll. Undying and Wraith King, though, I'm not afraid of that.
I'm
not that much if I have a position for Phoenix.
Yeah, just dive out of everything. And now, I guess, Quincy crew looking for their Lelos hero. Nature's Prophet banned out by VP.
What's very peculiar to me is that in some series, Pango is first phase or first ban.
Yeah.
Here,
utterly ignored.
In three games of this series, I don't think it's been banned or I mean, obviously not picked, but I don't remember it even being banned.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Maybe an option for Quincy crew. I would actually love the Pango here. All these bulky boys on the offlane suffer versus that Prophet.
I'm also surprised Puck is just ignored.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
We got the Tide as the last ban coming out from VP, still of course targeting Leslau. And for Quincy crew, they seem to be targeting GPK a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
an offlane Death Prophet.
Yeah.
You're very right. It could be offlane Death Prophet. I wouldn't mind Quincy crew finalizing with the Pango and the Virtus Pro finalizing with Timbersaw. I think that would round up both drafts fairly well. Death Prophet versus Void Spirit is a solid matchup for Death Prophet. Damn, I didn't even know Mars. Okay, yeah. Mars last ban.
I'm telling you, this is a completely different set of draft order priority compared to the rest of today.
It's good. A little bit of, versatility here.
Yeah.
A bit of a refreshment indeed. We got the Viper. Super exciting green hero coming in.
That's the first thing I've heard someone say, that Viper is exciting. It's different.
There was a little bit of sarcasm
It's
coded
a
in
little
that
bit.
sentence.
It's fresh.
Definitely didn't see it.
What do we like this?
I mean, they're all very green and nasty and slimy. That's true. I hate playing against those drafts, but not the biggest fan of the Viper and the Slardar pickup by Quincy crew. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they like it more than the Pango.
Yeah.
It's more of a steroid for the Troll Warlord.
So you were actually right. It will be the Viper on the mid lane, probably versus the Void Spirit.
How does the Viper do against
Hi, this is Lorenzo from Dota Pro Games. On this channel, every day, we upload Dota games from pros like Arteezy, Paparazzi, Miracle, and many more. If you want to play like them and understand their secrets, consider subscribing to this channel. You will increase MMR in no time. Also, liking this video is free and will help me bring you more and more content. Enjoy the game. Thanks.
But at the moment, I think I'm hearing you go for Quincy crew.
Yeah, North America for life. Let's go.
It's hard for me to vote Virtus Pro out, but I have to agree. I like the Dead Prophet, however. And because of that, I'll mix things up. Screw it.
You're going for VP.
I'm going with CIS with VP, yeah.
Shaver. Wait, no,
I guess production decided for me. Never mind.
That's not accurate.
There we go. Well, then I'll go for VP to do that. I also am curious to hear from Lacoste and from OD Pixel.
What's your prediction?
Oh, VP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. How about you, Lacoste? What are you thinking?
I'd say these are pretty even drafts. I need to dig in a bit more. I'm a slow guy, need a bit more time. I'll explain it during the game.
All right. I think Owen, with that, I'm actually gonna give you the game because I believe we have got a start. So enjoy this final game of the day.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, let's find out who's going to take it here in this deciding Game 3 of the best of 3. So what do you make about it? Look, I've had a bit more time to think and process what we're getting to see here. You know, Viper coming out as the last pick from
He should have an
VP.
extremely good lane against the Void Spirit on the mid lane. One of the reasons why they picked it. He was also a versatile pick, you know, just to see where everyone's going to go. Potentially an off-lane Viper. They wanted to have a range hero against the Troll. So DP will also do fine. Like Raid King against Troll carry-to-carry matchup, I've seen it go both ways. It's not like, you know, Troll will pop the Verlig axes, Raid King is gonna miss, then he dies, respawns Trolls. Like, there's so many things in this game, especially like there's a Lion, you know, he likes to control the Troll, but there is also a Baron on the enemy side, so he can purge off those hexes, purge the stuns off.
Let's see if we get any action here. As already VP come over aggressively to claim this bounty rune. We'll see if there's going to be any contest from. It was a good DM. Is alone here as Loa and Yawar. They're going to look to run him down. And DM.
Leslau getting stunned. This should be the first blood.
Yeah, there will be, as they will also get DM in return. So VP just a bit quicker to get the job done. And we'll see what lane setups we do get. Nothing surprising. Yeah, GPK, of course, taking the Viper mid. Quinn will have to deal with the Viper. We'll see how well Quinn manages in this matchup, as Loa will look for the reset. Of course, gets himself killed off the tier 3, so he can get back to lane with the full HP and full mana.
He still gets the gold. GPK on a mid lane, starting with Nether Toxin, will push out the wave. Playing against the melee hero, it's very hard for Quinn to just stand inside of it. He pushes the lane, gets level 2 faster, brings a lot of regen, a lot of mana regen, then starts pushing him out with the poison attack. It's gonna be very hard for Quinn to be in this lane.
Yeah, well, we'll see how much Quinn can get against this power of the Viper that GPK will have against him. Again, GPK, he's doing an excellent job with the body blocks as well, each time just laying down the toxin and making sure that Quinn spends the maximum amount of time ticking down in the poison.
They're still keeping a tri-lane for now, but DM will need some help on the top lane. Save TPs.
Yeah, DM needing him to come over to give him a tango, as DM very, very low.
Yeah, bro, just TP top and give me tango.
Yeah, I mean, he's not got a lot of regen to play with DM, so having to stand right back here from the two of them.
Quinn dropping low in the mid lane, still has the Fairy Fire to work with, 5 stacks of poison.
It's not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun at all laning against the Viper. As GPK certainly going to be having a good time. And once that level 3's hit, yeah, they're just having the 2 points in poison attack. Now it
becomes harder. Like GPK so will be the one controlling the lane. You get close, you get to 2-3 charges. The Simulate is available. Low on mana, low on HP. Quinn is like, man, I need 50 gold. Somehow I want this 1 CS. I don't have any abilities available, so we'll need to just wait a bit. If he uses a Resonant Pulse, he could potentially be in trouble and just die.
No, just impossible for Quinn to really step up. He's got the bottle of gold now. It's coming out. So we'll help a little bit. Has to be careful. GPK's still got 2 mangoes, so can play very aggressive with his mana usage. And in fact, with the mango and an Nether Toxin, he's going to have this kill probably. As Quinn.
Bottle? No, that was close.
That was very close. That's one tick
why
away from dying.
You know, he uses Resonant Pulse, won't have enough mana for the Simulate. Yeah. GPK can start playing a bit more aggressive. It's very important for Quincy crew to secure the rune for their mid laner. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just rotate 2 heroes 4 minutes in. Or if someone can't die, like Loa can possibly die and refill the bottle, I think that could potentially be the big play.
As long as Quinn finds something out of this lane and doesn't feed, that's pretty much as good as it's going to get for him against GPK.
For people who are wondering, like, why should he die, you know, it's something that happens. You try to trade the kills and then refill the bottle, which is really worth it, especially if your mid lane is not doing that great. 11 CS, 19 on GPK, as expected.
He's actually going to stand his ground and jump.
He's going to die. He's taking tower hits.
Oh, Quinn! I mean, that's huge. Getting that kill in the 1v1 against GPK indeed definitely deserves some friendly tips here from the team. Quinn, he doesn't jump out, he's not afraid, stands his ground, goes in with the dissimulate damage, knowing that he would have just enough to get the kill before the damage from the poison ticks him down himself. As Quinn's going to be the one to get the XP. He's now...
But GPK, like, this is a huge problem because, you know, he got the solo XP, will get that level 6, and you will have another ability that you can get away from Viper.
Is able to get the DD rune in the bottle, so back alive, GPK will be able to return to just keeping Quinn away from the creep wave, but absolutely, hats off to Quinn. He's playing this lane as best as he can. Looking at things on the side lanes, how's the farm going? Yawar, no trouble at all for him up top. As DM not able to find much at all by the looks of it out of this lane. I mean, 12 CS is definitely not having the best of times in the side lanes. We'll see mid going in for Quinn. GPK getting very aggressive. Some good jukes around the tree line from Quinn, and Pollison, he's in with the counter play. As they'll look to chase down GPK. GPK, he's overextended, and with that TP backup of Pollison, they get the kill. Quinn, he's going to be fine. He's got a salve.
Has a bottle. The runes just spawned. Pollison, let's see if he can steal it.
Now, this is really painful for GPK. 2 deaths now in this mid lane.
He was supposed to be the one, you know, controlling this lane, getting the kills, but the Quinn Void Spirit is no joke. Like, this is probably one of his better heroes, besides, like, the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, he will have had to dealt with this matchup many times before, and he's playing it perfectly. Quinn, mid, back up to the top. Trying to set up onto the lower. Not enough damage to work through the Aphotic Shield. Lower's going to be fine. Now that Quinn's got that level advantage, GPK can pretty much just never go aggressive on the Void Spirit again now. Every single time.
Yeah, those 2 charges could easily bring you down, especially if they decide to 1 extra hero on a mid lane. Like, the heroes are not that good at rotating, but still, you know, Phoenix could do that extra damage that you need. And we can see Save. Like, he understands, I need to help him out. Like, GPK, even as a Viper, might need a help. He picks up the Invis rune. That was not scouted, so they might get a kill. 1-1-1 build, so that means he has Hex and the Earth Spike. Still don't think it's enough.
No, I don't
it's
think
really
so.
not enough, especially with the Dissimulate dodge, Astral Stab dodge.
Oh, maybe if he uses post spells aggressively as they jump in.
Nice dodge.
He's actually able to dodge the stun. As GPK is burning down to the damage from Pollison. He will live, GPK, but only just. He's out of reach, and he's going to have to walk back to base. Quinn, he's looking to finish off Save. Save will live. Just able to get himself over to the tree line. Quinn won't be able to dive and find him, but still, of course, painful moments in the mid.
The shortest Observer Ward in history. They just place down the sentry and the Observer Ward at the same time. Gets devoted instantly. Troll slowly taking over. And because Lion was rotating to the mid lane, like, he can still stay in the lane as a Troll. Most of the time, Troll just wants to hit the jungle creeps, but, you know, this way, there's no pressure on him. He can both kill the side camp and the lane creeps. Leslau, we don't talk about him. You know, he's also having a really good time. 1 CS away from level 6. Just finished the power treads, just needs to use the courier. There's always going to be a threat of this damage coming out from Troll and Corrosive Haze. Roche taking potential. Loa, a bit under-leveled, but doesn't matter that much, you know. It's all about the Troll getting the farm. You as a position 5 Abaddon, like GPK, he even pops the ulti just to secure the kill.
Oh, but Loa, okay, we'll still tick down. The shield, it's not going to save him, of course. Can't remove the damage from the Viper Strike itself. It still ticks down. See 8-minute runes, see if it's going to be anything tasty for Quinn down bottom, or if Save's going to have it top. It's going to be top.
The biggest problem that I have with Void Spirit is, like, is he trying to initiate or is he going back? Like, you never know with this hero.
It's a bit of sort of a whack-a-mole when he disappears. You don't know where he's going to pop up.
Fairy Trinket for both teams.
Quinn is going to be very happy with that one. Same to be said for GPK. If he's going to be the one to take that, can amp up his sort of farm speed with the way that damage is going to be done. And he's going to come down bottom, look to go for Leslau. Leslau, good control here from Save. That will allow them to easily get the damage done. And the output from GPK.
It's just too much damage. Something that Slarded does not like to play into is like multiple slows, so you're not gonna feel the real like influence of the Guardian sprint. Same goes for the Night Stalker, I would say, where they don't like to play into Viper. The Viper strike just completely cripples them.
I'll see Quinn sweeping over lower, coming up to the high ground. Kingslayer. Oh, this is an easy kill for Quinn. And he goes, Remnant back into the Dissimulate. Kingslayer, he's gone.
Quinn killing the King, taking over level 8. What does Network look like? Yeah, Troll still a bit far ahead. Over the Raid King, GPK, he managed to come back with those 2 good rotations.
So now bottom, Leslau. He's getting gone on again by the same 2, Save and GPK. Getting aggressive underneath the tower. Save will die for this. Not before Leslau does. So both members of VP able to get the benefit of that XP. So you are trying to push back GPK, but he's not going to be able to chase. So GPK, after those 2 deaths in the mid lane, and now with his moves around the map, actually getting more done than Quinn's actually able to. Is this Viper being set up excellently for by Save's movements on the line.
Last 5 minutes, GPK has been in godlike mode, rotating around the map. He has 2,000 gold saved up. He might actually just get like Boots of Travel. Has Power Treads queued up. First life.
See if they can go for him again. It doesn't look like they can with the backup of Kingslayer. GPK and DM here, they've got to run. Lower. Taken out. DM, maybe seeing if he can go for more. He's going to have the Exorcism back up in 10 seconds, so VP could set up for a tower push.
Tower is half HP. There's also a siege unit, so they're going to go in for that. Exorcism ready.
Not really a whole lot Quincy crew can do about this. Polisson still yet to hit the 6. They just don't have any sort of team fight or defense to push back VP. It's DM taking down a second. Actually, sorry, I didn't quite finish the tier 1 tower up top. Still is just alive. It's very low on HP. So finding his first tier 1 tower there with the Exorcism usage mid.
They get that tower. GPK had Power Treads queued up, but had found a ton of gold in the last couple of minutes. Decides to get the Boots of Travel, which I really like. First finger kill.
We got to get the catch.
Not gonna use it.
Answer Polisson. Polisson.
Finger?
He's got the sun. He's going to be able to live here. Dives away. VP not ending up committing for that kill. They let him live. And now Quinn, he's going to get in aggressively with the counterplay. Jumping over towards GPK. Leslau closes the gap. GPK able to turn with the Viper Strike. Leslau looking for the TP out. He's going to be able to get to the fountain, but the damage is too much over time, so he'll still tick down. They'll lose Leslau. Quinn.
Astral Step ready in a second.
He's going to have the step and the Remnant. Is that going to be enough damage? Pulls back GPK. It is. It'll go down, but he's able to bring GPK with him, Quinn.
That was such a costly mistake there from pretty much the whole team. Lion could have also just fingered them, and they would get the kill, wouldn't be in trouble. Easy in and out. Viper causing a lot of issues at the moment.
Yeah, even with that third death, it doesn't matter. You know, 6 kills and an assist here from GPK. Just throwing his body at them. And just doing so much damage at this point of the game. Has the bot, so he's ready to go wherever is necessary. As we're seeing with the setup and control from Save, or from the sustainability that Kingslayer can give him, he can just get pretty much guaranteed every single time the 5 stacks of the Viper, of the poison attack up, and that with the Viper Strike, it's just so much damage for Quincy Crew.
It's so much damage over time. Nightfall, he's not messing around. No shenanigans. Phase boots straight into Radiance this time around, like once they hit that timing a bit earlier.
In terms of timings as well for Quincy Crew, Yawar, Battle Fury's done very, very quick. Pre-13 minutes, phase boot Battle Fury. Yawar, he's going to be on track to farming incredibly quickly, and level 11 too. The level's very solid for him. About a level and a half ahead of that of Nightfall's Wraith King.
They're also making some stacks. Rest of the team is going to smoke while Yawar just keeps farming. Some deep vision placed by Virtus Pro.
See DM. He's going to get gone on here. Can he stay alive with the Siphons? He is managing to live through all of this damage. It finally falls to the pop of the Aphotic Shield, but the Hex control's there for Save onto Quinn. They lock down the Void Spirit once again, and VP able to outnumber Quincy Crew. Surrounding Loa, as Loa's blocked off by Kingslayer. It's too much slow and it's too much damage for Loa to deal with. As VP, they'll enter the jungle of Quincy Crew and take down 3.
Yeah, great rotation from Virtus Pro. Unfortunately, that Prophet not tanky enough to live there. They managed to burst her down, but still a good fight for them. Like, GPK has been very active. I'm wondering what his item is going to be. Like, he still has power treads. Definitely not going to go for that.
And do you like the greed of Leslau this game, going for the Midas? Is this going to go unpunished, or will he get away with this?
I'm kind of fine with that. You know, he's been having an okay time, gets that Hand of Midas. It allows him to scale. If they don't get ran over, which I don't think they should, they can still take these fights, but the Hand of Midas will allow him to scale and get those levels. Like, Slardar has a really good strength gain, 3.6 per level. His talents are, you know, not that bad either. It's not like top-tier talents, but it is what it is.
And he's going to use that Midas to farm at the moment, straight up a BKB. We're sort of thinking between the Blink Dagger and the BKB. He may still change his mind. Obviously, with the BKB, he'll be able to run straight in, get on top of some of these supports, and with Save and Kingslayer won't be able to do anything to hold him back. Top lane, GPK is going to start bringing the creep wave right up to the tier 2. DM has Exorcism ready once more. As VP could look to take a very early tier 2 tower already, just 15 minutes in, and already really stepping up the pressure against Quincy crew.
Exorcism is ready. I don't think they want to like commit potentially for a team fight. Without Exorcism, they just don't have enough damage. This is going to be their timing. Nightfall will be able to finish off the Radiance. Just needs 100 gold. And if he gets the Radiance, he will easily connect with the rest of the team on the top lane.
Quinn. Just clearing the wave. Doesn't want to make any move onto Nightfall whilst he's underneath his tier 1 tower and has to reincarnate. See the Ghost now start to come out from DM, with Quincy crew sort of showing their hand mid. VP know that they're likely to have the space to take this tower and can commit with the DP ult. Popping down the Tombstone as well, just to scout out any potential backup that Quincy crew brings in to defend. Polis, I'm watching from the side, does have a Supernova, but unlikely that Quincy crew is going to be able to hold this.
Pretty much the perfect timing. I said that you know, Nightfall will connect with the rest of the team. He's standing close, still farming. Just got level 12, so that means, you know, instead of 200 seconds, ulti is 120. They still have the catapult, DP ulti running out. Tier 1 tower being pinged by Quincy crew. They want to take that. Yawar still not close. He also does not feel comfortable joining a team fight before he gets a BKB.
Yeah, do you like this from Yawar, this game getting a very early BKB?
I feel like he definitely needs it. You know, there's still a couple of abilities that go through Magic Immunity, Exorcism, Viper Strike, but he needs to be able to take care of himself.
Mid lane. Gonna have some aggression here for Quinn, straight under the tower, jumping onto GPK with the Astral Step. GPK is gonna be taken down before the TPs are in, over to the side. Remnant grabs on a save, will be able to turn with the finger, blows up lower before he can even have any sort of chance to put the borrowed time, or turn with the control onto Quinn. Quinn, he's got one jump down to the low ground, no step for 8 seconds.
More time.
Resident Pulse giving him some protection from the physical, but the magical still coming through. The stun's out for Nightfall, they take down Quinn. Supernova's out, VP, they're gonna try and turn, take down the egg. They're going to not be able to do so. Paulson, Supernova goes off. He'll be able to dive away.
That was so close.
Wow.
Like, there was an
attack in the air.
Yeah, the attack was in the air. He manages to get the Phoenix Egg off. They also killed the Wraith King, so he's not going to have that for almost a full 2 minutes. Quinn playing very aggressive. There was also a really nice finger coming out from Save. Abaddon can be bursted. You know, borrowed time will not pop.
That was just enough to burst him through before the threshold kicked in. Save. This time around, we saw him have a bit of a slow, you know, not very uneventful game in game 1. This time around, 17 minutes in, he's already got a couple of finger stacks up, so he's definitely going to be happier this game.
Yeah, we'll pretend we didn't see that one on Phoenix not being used, leaving him to stay alive, but still getting very close to his Blink Dagger, and then it's going to be much easier. GPK with the Road of Atos. Kind of his standard build on Viper. Boots of Travel to be more active on the map, get more farm, it pays off. Then Road of Atos, great synergy, especially like against the Slardar. You want him to stop him.
He's able to get the catch onto Quinn, and with the follow-up rod on the way down, Quinn still able to jump out. Actually, surprised he was actually able to get away there. Thought GPK would have enough damage, but wasn't to be. Quinn actually able to survive there despite being jumped by Save, and with that focus drawn down towards the bottom lane, Quincy crew, they're going to try and sneak a Roche here with Leslau and Yawar.
That's such a nice move. Like, only with these two heroes they have enough damage.
VP Now going to be able to move in time, though, to try and do something about it. They drop down the Tombstone, Exorcism's out. Quincy crew can actually push VP back away from this. 10 seconds and Supernova's going to be back online.
Raid King, 15 seconds until reincarnation.
The Quincy crew want to try and push VP back. Once the Exorcism goes down, they're going to be a little stronger. Lower will let the borrowed time popped out of him. Remnant pulling in Kingslayer. Waiting for the opportunity to jump in. Quinn is going to go over the first Astro Step. Dive forward. There's the Supernova. Can they take it down in time? They're trying to kill the egg. Roshan's going to fall. Dire get it, and Quinn picks up the Aegis. Quincy crew, they'll get both benefits, and now they're ready to fight. Les now trying to go for GPK, but GPK turns over towards Quinn. Quinn's been silenced. Yawar is caught in the middle in the Nether Toxin. They may have got the Roche, they may have got the Aegis, but they've lost 4. They may lose Quinn as well. Bots over towards the mid lane. GPK's ready for round 2.
Simulate 2 seconds.
Can he jump out? He can't. The Atos is there. Follow-up stun from Save. They'll get the team wipe, VP.
That's actually 6 heroes getting killed. Supernova did not manage to pop, and I think that's like the biggest part. Quinn goes in, takes the Aegis, but this is a big, big W for Virtus Pro.
A huge team fight to take. They don't mind losing the Roche kill and the Aegis at all when they get that huge of a benefit of gold and XP for their lineup.
We talked about, and the panel talked about how there isn't enough to kill the Phoenix Egg, but he does not get the Fire Spirit on the heroes. Like, they can just kill it. That's level 1 Supernova, 6 hits. They can manage to do that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, there is at least 3 ranged heroes on VP, so very likely that you are going to have someone being able to reach in and start taking it down. Especially in these early levels.
They don't have also any attack speed to kill the Tombstone, so that's a pretty big deal for Virtus Pro. A lot of overtime damage, a lot of stuff to focus on. You have this Radiance, Viper, overtime damage, DP goes. Like, they have such a good scaling lineup into the late game. And, you know, Undying is not the best hero to farm with, but he's still getting a lot of kill participation. He's 2-1 and 10 and has 2 items as a position 5, Glimmer Cape and Medallion.
Top lane again, Save. Ooh, nearly finding Quinn. This time Quinn will be able to avoid the move. So he is away. Nightfall. Now, yeah, I mean, him and Yawar are so close in farm right now. Yawar going immediately for the BKB after that. Sorry, the MKB after the BKB. So he has a way to deal with sort of the mischance of the Radiance.
The kiting potential from Virtus Pro is going to be the problem for Troll. Like, if they manage to kill Abaddon in the team fight, he has no save once the BKB is done. There is a Sunray, but still they can easily control him, slow him down.
Now with the push coming in on mid, VP. And level 2 Exorcism at the ready, out it goes. The Quincy crew really want to try and take this fight around this tower. It's not going to be easy. Trying to fight into the full 5 man as VP. Woo, Quinn.
Atos will still get him, but no real follow-up. They did not want to go in, fully commit.
Arcane Rune to be found. Lovely one here for Quinn, but Quinn still trying to work towards getting that Aghanims done as he is beginning to fall a little bit behind. BKB also on GPK, so no longer a target that Quinn can look to jump. Top lane, Leslau has been found. He's there able to find the setup. Save picks up another finger stack.
It's been GPK and Save show pretty much. Whoever shows up on the lane, they are ready. Save kind of reminds me of PYW Shadow Shaman when he, you know, just manages to pick people off, and these boots of travel on Viper really paying off.
Yeah, GPK's just picked up his game perfectly after a laning stage where Quinn did manage to toy around with him a little bit, getting those 2 kills on him in the lane. Ever since that, GPK just been a killing machine with his movements.
I like the item choice from Raid King. He's going into AC, just like a casual Sange, which is nice, and then getting AC to tank up the whole team against the Slardar. There's also casual Medallion going into Solar Crest on Undying. I mean, it's still a long way until he can get that, but, you know, just a casual Medallion is fine. Super farmed as position 5 anyway.
I love this as well from GPK. The item master BKB is queuing up the Ags. You know, this Viper strike is just going to be so irritating for some of the cores. You know, specifically the Slardar and the Troll. If he lays it down onto one of the two of those, they're just not going to be able to do anything in the fight really, whilst they're affected by the ultimate. As GPK is going to be hunted here, Quincy Crew. Able to get the jump, and he's able to find the BKB elf in time. GPK is going to continue to be chased by the four of them.
Corrosive Haze out. Bash.
Now they will find him. It's GPK. Was pushing out just him and Save. Quincy Crew making a coordinated move straight on top of him. Save also could be in trouble, but the blink out just in time. Save's deep underneath the tower. Lower still trying to chase in upon him. They want to dive this. As he gets in, Save will manage to turn with the two-man stun, but surrounded by Quincy Crew, Save will also fall.
This is a good rotation from Quincy. They get the 2 kills, and they get the tower. Let's see if they want to continue. They could poke some damage on the tier 2 tower, but this is not the most important tier 2 tower in the game for them, so they're just going to bail.
So far, you know, maybe 20 to 11 on the kills, but less than 1k gold in it. 25 minutes in, you know, this is what you want to see from a game 3. Action and very close right now. Still very sort of hard to call who's in a favorable position. I mean, who do you feel? Is it still VP because of the amount of kills that they picked up and maybe the slight lead they have in levels? Or is it, would you say
like this
Quincy
Death
Crew's got
Prophet is a core, so that means she's getting the items, which I really like. Lion is a hero that's very obnoxious to play against later on. Like BKBs will drop and he will have those hexes. He will have the way to control them. What they're waiting for inside of Virtus Pro is AC plus level 18 on the Raid King and also BKB done on Death Prophet. So like their item timing is pretty much perfectly synchronized. There's nothing to fight for on the top lane. Roche may respawn in a minute and 30 seconds. Tier 2 tower in the mid is pretty low, so this is where I expect them to collapse. Like, just try to take it. They feel very comfortable playing and team fighting right now.
Here we go round the mid. VP smoked up, seeing if Quincy Crew make any sort of a jump. Aghanim's done on CCNC. Quinn. Those BKBs are, as you say, just going to make it a lot harder for Quinn to really cause too much trouble with the initial silence.
He still needs to be careful, like easily burstable, especially with the Lion. Also, I feel Save might just want to go for that kill on Abaddon.
Quincy Crew playing very, very cautiously here.
Virtus Pro will force them to fight inside the pit when Roshan respawns. They are keeping Courier inside of it to see the respawn time like straight away.
Quincy Crew is going to come out, see if they can get that hit before Roche respawns. It's going to be tricky. A lot of it down to Leslau to find that perfect jump. Pollison to find the follow-up and set up with the Supernova.
DM. He knows something is up.
The wall down though. Leslau tries to jump. Quincy as well. Looking to burst through Kingslayer. They'll pop with the BKBs. They take down the Undying. TM holds his ground with the BKB. Turns towards Jawar. Jawar's going to get burst. Doesn't even get the chance to put the BKB as Jawar's out. Supernova from the high ground. Leslau, he's backing off. Tries to TP out, but the Rod of Atos will cancel his attempted escape. Leslau will fall. 2 dead on Quincy Crew.
They need to fall back. Like Jawar does not pop a BKB. Quick reaction there from Lion. They managed to burst in Roche. Let's see the respawn time. Minute and 40 seconds. So this benefits Quincy Crew quite a lot. Could potentially be a disaster. Nightfall drawing the line on a minimap. Let's go mid. Well, let's see what happens. Troll probably does not have a buyback. He just invested all of his gold in the MKB.
We'll see it again. You know, what's Jawar, as you say, just not able to get that BKB off. Save. Opening up onto him with the Hex. Save just
a good silence
perfectly
on Abaddon.
focusing
like that's what matters. Abaddon really hates to play into silence. He can't get any of the spells off. Like, he can't pop the ulti to remove it. Silence is like his big enemy.
Just focusing on getting the rest of their tier 3 items out of the jungle. And the next fight, it's going to result in And an Aegis almost certainly for the successful team. We'll see what they can get.
Virtus Pro, they're not in a rush right now because Exorcism is still on the cooldown. Roche will respawn in 30 seconds, pretty much the perfect timing. Quincy crew, they have no vision around the pit. One ward actually on the high ground. That's not dewarded. Virtus Pro only dewarded the triangle. Oh, they actually have one. Also scanning the triangle, the one they placed when they were trying to reach it.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Yeah?
Yep. So they've got
I'm
some good
half
information,
blind.
and Leslow's going to jump. They get the jump straight away onto GPK. He's been bashed up. He gets the BKB off in time over the side. Yawar, he goes down, doesn't get the chance to put the BKB again. Yawar's out of the fight. No chance for a BKB, and now the rest of Quincy crew, they've got to run. Quinn's been caught by the Hex.
spells.
Again, save. Just setting up onto these cores, and Quincy crew, they're not ready for this. The lockdown's always there, and with no chance to get the BKB off yet again, it's an easy team fight for VP, and Roshan, it's going to be theirs.
Oh man, save with some huge plays 2 times in a row. More like control, more like fight, more like I'm gonna burst you down. Like he has been amazing on this Lion. I already compared him to PYW Shaman, like neck to neck, toe to toe, what they're doing with the hero that has a Hex ability. And once again, DM with some clutch silences in the team fight.
And there it is, Roshan to be theirs, VP. 5k lead now. As Virtus Pro have stepped it up massively, continuing to just bring that coordination and execution that we saw from them in Game 2 and
He
save.
finds him again. I don't know if they have enough damage. Here comes GPK, they do.
Yeah, locking him down with the rod. He's going to pop the ult, but they should be able to take this down with the 3 of them. They do.
Yeah, you can see GPK moving even forward to close the gap mid lane.
Quinn, whoo! That's a couple of steps to jump out of there as Nightfall nearly gets the slam down with the Mortal Strike. And Quinn will live. Push coming up to the base though, as they've got an Exorcism ready to go. Aegis and Cheese.
It's a level 3 Exo. Plus the Skellies.
It's going
Like
to be a
this
quick
time
push.
around, Yawar, he needs to pop the BKB. It's a
gotta get it
9-second
off.
BKB. Tower gone.
Quinn is going to try and slow them down. And even when Polison's back up, of course, no Supernova for a very long time after that attempted use of it on the top lane to survive. VP's just got all the space in the world to take this mid-Rax.
You can feel that Quincy crew is not ready to fight. They feel very afraid. This Lion. Kind of low on mana on Lion, but let's see if they can
Save.
burst him.
He's in with the Hex, and straight away Loa's gone. The Hex is just too much for Quincy Crew's heroes to deal with.
Yeah, he was sitting inside the Viper's Nether Toxin, so break ability.
Yawar, he's been stunned. He's got to step back, dive back to safety from Polison over to the side. Ledsdale gets focused. Yawar can't get in to help out.
BKB, and he runs away. Like, this is exactly what VP
Quinn?
wants.
He went in to try and steal away the gem, but he's going to be dead for that. Jumps into the backlines to pick the gem up, but they just kill him off. And
He
that's
has no buyback.
Neither
Like,
him or Leslau.
This is going to be another set of barracks. They might, start poking on tier 4 towers. They can't end the game right now because it's like 50 seconds, but they also can't go to the bottom lane because there's still tier 1 and tier 2
they
tower,
could
but they
try
will
and
go.
end the game.
They will try.
They could certainly try it. 40, 30 seconds on that 2 cores. VP's going to have a good amount of time with the AC to beat down onto these tier 4 towers. I don't know if Quincy Crew will be back up in time to defend. That's the
30
first tier 4 down.
seconds. Ooh, it's going to be close.
They have got a Supernova. Now, Polison, if he can maybe get the slot on all of them, but at the same time, they're just going to commit. Again, save. He's in with the opening. Jumps in, finds the Hex, set him onto Loa. Loa, this time we'll be able to get the borrowed time off. 10 seconds until Leslau's up. VP, they're pushing on. The tier 4's gone. We'll see if they
15
play
seconds,
safe.
they will have
They're
one more
playing it
fight.
safe. They're playing it safe, VP.
Virtus Pro, they say we need to go back. He also upgraded the Sange, casual Sange, which I really like to see. Still a lot of benefit from that item. Went for Heaven's Halberd, so Troll's gonna even have a worse time.
I've got the Basher on Troll now. We're on VP DM. The Lotus Absorb, so we'll be able to save anyone that the Quincy Crew does manage to go on. As we've seen the last few times, Quincy Crew just haven't been able to make that jump happen. It's VP a little too strong now, Nightfall. Stepping up to the high ground, the Ancient exposed. One more fight for VP will secure them the victory here.
Aegis and Cheese still on Virtus Pro.
The ghosts are out. BKB popped by Yuai. He's going to pop it early this time. Turns over towards DM. He's going to pop the ult. The Supernova down as well. Yuai's got the bashes. They take down the DP, but the Supernova falls. Nightfall goes down the once. GPK is going to be back with a second life off the back of the Aegis. They pull in Nightfall. Hex out from safe onto Yuai. Yuai locked down into the Ray 5 Blast. The Finger from save. They burst through Yuai. Yuai down for 80. But Quincy crew, they found 3. Can they get GPK? Another stun holds back Quinn, but it's just GPK safe left alive. Quinn, he's just dying towards the zombies. Pollison, he's dying as well. The creeps kill him off. It's left to Loa and Leslau to defend. GPK is safe. They're going to look to finish the game.
They have only 2 heroes. They have only 2 heroes left.
I mean, Wraith King's coming over. Nightfall, he's ready for the finishing blow. Comes in with the buyback to close the game up, and with just 2 left alive, Quincy crew, they have nothing to defend this as GG is called. VP will get the victory and will move on 2-1 against Quincy crew.
Hi, this is Lorenzo from Dota 2 Pro Games. On this channel, every day, we upload Dota games from pros like Arteezy, Paparazzi, Miracle, and many more. If you want to play like them and understand their secrets, consider subscribing to this channel. You will increase MMR in no time. Also, liking this video is free and will help me bring you more and more content. Enjoy the game. Thanks.
By the end of this series, looking back at the level that we expect to see from them, and some of the performances that really stood out. You know, as you were saying throughout the cast,
save Lion. On his Lion, like he was insanely good, catching whoever tries to split push, whoever wants to go for that one extra creep wave. He is there. He is ready to punish.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it yourself. These heroes, the Shaman, the Lion, they're so hard to play against, especially when you get these best players in the world's hands on them. They'll always, at some point, they're going to find the jump. And with the extended cast range, thanks to the items or the abilities, you know, in these fights, if you've got a hero like the, you know, Yuai on the Troll, getting that BKB off, it is not easy at all. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3, and with that, the series, it's all VPs. 2-1 as they knock down Quincy crew.